Hi there, welcome to Shaf Man TV. Appreciate you joining me today. Just giving my reaction to Ed Woodward's conference call with investors today in relation to Man United's financial figures. And obviously they look to spin the positives about the number of social media interactions, the team that's being built, the social media interactions that have been generated by the signing of Cristiano Ronaldo. Obviously, a lot of businesses have hid behind the pandemic, said, oh, COVID has obviously diminished match-going revenue for United. But there's something which is still a big problem for Manchester United, and that's the debt that is still with the club, even since, which is still there since the takeover of the Glazier family. And United still got a net debt of £419.5 million. That's £419.5 million. This debt continues to blight the ability of Manchester United to actually compete. And people may think that's a really bizarre statement and say, oh, United spend a lot of money, but actually, United are ran in a very frugal way in comparison to other clubs. And the irony is that United actually have the economic power, if this debt is removed, to actually compete and actually purchase elite players and renovate the stadium and to upgrade the whole club. So at the moment, with the debt and with the interest payments in relation to the debt still hanging over the club, in my view, are still in a relatively perilous position. Now, you may say that's a really bizarre statement. You've just signed Ronaldo, you've got Varane, you've got some of the world's best players. The wage bill, I mean, an example, the wage bill currently stands at £322.6 million, okay? And broadcasting revenue has increased to 254.8 million. Now, those two figures are vital because essentially you're only able to service the debt because the team has been in the Champions League and because of broadcasting revenue. If for any reason broadcasters refuse to pay this level of revenue, and if for any reason the upward trajectory of revenue inside of football somehow falters, Manchester United have still got a massive problem. They still owe 500 million pounds, and they still have an obligation to pay that. So the fundamental future of the club is still under threat. Now you may ask yourself, why do the Glaziers not pay it off? Because that's not how they run business. They run a American debt-centric business model, and they use leverage very, very aggressively. And if they can just service the debt, they'll continue. But this debt is on Manchester United. It's on our club. It's not on the Glaziers' individual assets. Now you may say the Glaziers own Manchester United, and yeah, they do, but they only own Manchester United because of the leverage. But this debt needs to go. This debt needs to be paid off. And because, like, the main problem with debt, I mean, the main use for debt, you generally get debt to buy assets to increase the value of the club. They didn't do that. They used the debt to buy the club. So Manchester United haven't benefited at all from this debt. The other issue with debt is that the debt payments, the debt repayments, are an opportunity cost. Every year, now it's down to about £25 million interest payment. At one point, the debt interest was over 16-17%. So hundreds of millions, probably billions of, probably over £1 billion of interest has left Manchester United just to service this debt. And this is an opportunity cost. You could have built a new stadium, you could have built infrastructure, you could have increased your scouting network, you could have bought more star players, you could have won more. So this debt is still the fundamental problem. And I would argue that until this debt's fully paid off, Manchester United's future is still perilous. People may laugh at that, but I think that, you know, the revenues inside of football could drop. You know, like, so it's this debt needs to go. This is my point. Thanks for watching.